This is this is November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey, and I will give a short pause for the 9H-HAM net.
Saying it, and suddenly at the wrong time it decided to force the update, and it was happening in the background, and it also decided to restart my machine. One of the reasons which I have some reservations for this type of updates, but anyway, so everything's back online now, so yeah, this is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha, back to we used to say back to the floor.
I had to turn my updates off. It was getting irritating. There is a setting in there where you can turn updates manually, and of course you risk missing an update, but you won't get caught that way, because I have been caught that way, and I'm sure hundreds of thousands of people have been caught that way too over the years and decades. And all you can do is sit and wait. And I'm not very good at that. Charlie, let's pass it back to you. Good evening to you, Charlie. It's nice to it's nice to hear you, and I hope you're doing well. 9 Hotel, Fox Bravo Sugar, with the 9H-HAM net, November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey.
EOKN 7APW at 9H1FBS with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. It's beginning to warm up here. Today it was about 21. I'm doing fine, thank God. And I say very good evening to everybody. And good afternoon to you, Jay. we change our time on the last Sunday of this month, so that would be what, the 30th, I think, something like that. And of course, I don't know whether the time is going to change with the net, or are we going to keep it on Zulu. N7APW 9H1FBS with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.
I believe what we've done in the past is we've kept it at 8 o'clock local Malta time. So when you go to summertime, that Zulu time changes by an hour. But let me have Anthony confirm it, because he's younger than I am. Is that correct, Anthony? Go ahead.
Always enjoyed playing around with electronics, computers, with anything that has screws and buttons. When I was younger, items that had screws and buttons were suffered a lot under my hands. Now that I get older, obviously I'm a bit more careful, but yeah, anything that could be dismantled, I would dismantle. Now I'm a bit more careful. Yeah, I've been ham for about, I think, 10 or 12 years now. I can't remember exactly, but around that time. And I'm not super active, okay, as anyone can tell you. Yeah, but I do have a collection of radios, and I play around with DMR and number of applications of radio apps on like Droidstar and Echolink, and I do play around with Linux and Windows. So yeah, that's how I pass my non-job time. Back to the net. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Okay, very good, Anthony. I don't know whether I've doubled with you or Charlie has, but if we did, we apologize, and thank you for that as well. The question is when Malta's time moves to summertime, will we keep the net time at 8 o'clock local Malta time? I believe that's what we've done in the past, and I'd like you to confirm that or not. Go ahead.
Roger, yes, I confirm. That's what we always did. We kept 9 p.m. Malta time as 8 p.m. Malta time as the time for the net, respective of the daylight savings. If that's still convenient, we can proceed that way. If it's not convenient, we can shift by an hour. Back to the net, this is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Okay, very good. Then the net will stay at 8 o'clock Malta time, and one is as convenient as the other one, I'm sure. Okay, Charlie, any other questions or comments? Go ahead.
Negative, I'll just listen in. I'll just listen in.
Okay, very good. This is the 9H-HAM GlobalNet, and thank everybody for participating. I don't see Martin's call sign, but I'll see if you're still here, Martin. Give me a moment so I can retrieve the list because I forget quite easily. 9 Hotel 2 Yankee Mike with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet, November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. Good evening to you.
Good evening, everyone. This is 9 Hotel 2 Yankee Mike. My name is Martin again, calling from Transport Bay. This is my Yasu FTM 150 ASP radio, and everything is here fine. Weather is clear. It's supposed to be today. Was part sun eclipse, I guess, around 1 o'clock. And there's another one partly of the moon eclipse, 28th of March. It was today today is the eclipse moon, and the sun is 28. I don't remember these days, but it should be interesting. Back to you. Have a nice evening.
Okay, very good, Martin. 9H2. I shouldn't have forgotten your call sign by now. I'm getting old. 9 Hotel 2 Yankee Mike with the net and 7 APW. Very good indeed. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for that information. And the net meets every 2 weeks on a Thursday at this time. And the local time will not change when everybody goes to summertime in Europe. We are currently in summertime already. We flipped last week. In fact, I forgot all about it, and and I came on to call the net this afternoon, and I'm going, oh my goodness, I missed it, but I hadn't. The local time here is 1:23 in the afternoon. My QTH is Sheridan in the state of Wyoming, and my name is Jerry, of course. Well, of course to me. And it's a beautiful day. We've had some really warm days, which is rare for Wyoming in March, in early March. But spring is very close by. The temperatures were up to about 18 degrees Celsius for a total of 4 days. And now by late this afternoon or early evening, it will be snowing, and we're expecting about 1 to 3 inches of snow by tomorrow morning. It's kind of nice. You go to sleep and there's no snow on the ground, and you wake up and there are 2 or 3 inches of snow on the ground. Normally the sun will come out and it will melt everything away. Let me give a pause. And so we're definitely looking forward to spring, and the birds are already starting to sing, and they're already starting to migrate up north for the summer. I always get that confused. I should know by now, but so they're already migrating up north, and we've seen quite a few geese migrate and some other birds as well. And so the beautiful singing of the birds is starting slowly in this region, in the northwest region of the United States. This is November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey for the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. Friedrich, I'll pass the microphone to you. I hope you're doing well. Please give us a few pieces of information about you if you wish. If not, we're good too. And thank you for checking into the net this evening. Sugar Alpha 6, Alpha Union Union, November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.
Yeah, thank you very much for the being able to join for the net. My name is Fredrik, as you said, with the Echolink app here. So yeah, I've been traveling into Malta a few times, and I kind of fell in love with both of the islands. So I thought next time I want to bring a radio and spy a bit on kind of the radio equipment and systems you're using down in Malta. I also saw you, I think it was last summer, spoke to the ISS via the school, so I've been keeping a bit of an eye, and I thought now it's time to check in on this net. Yeah, I've been licensed since 2008 roughly, doing a lot of portable operations here in Sweden. I'm located just outside of Gothenburg, and yeah, doing a bit of POTA, a bit of packet radio, and just curious with the sports and the hobby in itself. So yeah, I'm just glad to be able to join you guys, and yeah, I'm curious to see what kind of the interest is on the island. Is it just shortwave, or is it satellites, or yeah, what should I bring next time I'm visiting Malta? So I'm going to send it back to you, Jerry, N7APV SA6AUU.
Very good, Frederick. SA6AUU and N7APW. I can give you some information. If I had to go to the island, I'd probably take me a digital / analog radio, handy talkie or mobile unit. There are 2 repeaters with very good coverage on the island. The 9H1 UHF repeater is on UHF, and it is analog. And the 9H1 DMR repeater, which we link to both of them for our net, is a DMR, or a digital repeater. And there is activity on the DMR. I don't live there anymore, but I am active on DMR, and I talked to my brother, Charlie, who's also checked into the net today, 9H1FBS, and he's active on DMR. Anthony is active on DMR, and there are others too. But both repeaters have very good coverage. The 9H1 UHF repeater basically covers most of the island, from what I understand. But I'll give a pause here so that someone else who obviously knows better than I do, because you live there, can tell you more about this aspect. This is November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet.
is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha again. Yes, Jerry said the two main repeaters which we use, the analog 9H-1 and the DMR repeater 9H-1 DMR, are both located in excellent excellent positions on the island and practically cover the whole island, except some very small areas, some very small radio dark areas. That's because of changes in altitude of the land. I mean, there are hilly areas, but otherwise they are fantastic repeaters, both of them. Back to 9H-HAM GlobalNet. 9H-5FA again. We also have a third repeater in Gozo, and that is also located in an excellent location, and it practically covers all of Gozo, and even you can also connect to it from certain parts of Malta. So yeah, I think in terms of repeaters, we're pretty well connected. The two local Maltese repeaters are both connected to Echolink. The Gozo one isn't. We also have another local analog repeater, which is operating on R4. And that one is also perfectly located, but it's not connected to Echolink. So we can only use it locally. That's the repeater operated by the Malta Amateur Radio League ham radio lab. 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
If I may ask you a question, what is the frequency of the Gozo repeater?
Telling you shortly. I don't know it off by heart. I'm going to tell you in 30 seconds.
145.625 for transmit receiving and 145.025 for transmitting. That means minus 0.6 megahertz, and that's it.
Okay. Great. I can never remember frequencies by heart. I just programmed the channel, the repeater name into my radio. I have to look up the channels here, but it operates on the VHF band and on the frequencies you stated. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
This is 9 Hotel 2 Yankee Mike. I don't remember those frequencies neither. I just read those frequencies from my transmitter, from repeater's book. From my location in Transport Bay, I access 9 Hotel 1 BBS repeater, 9 Hotel 1 UHF repeater, and that one used for Malta Amateur Radio League. That's 9 Hotel 1 MRL, I guess. So all these, and in Gozo as well, I access from Transport Bay that repeater in Gozo, 9 Hotel 7 VHF. Over.
Roger, that is excellent. So your QTH is St. Paul's Bay. Yeah, I didn't know that you could actually access the 9H1 Mars repeater from there as well. I assume that you're using a rooftop antenna, not a rubber ducky on a handheld, right?
Correct. I just installed that diamond white stick, 3 meters long. It's a tri-band antenna for VHF, UHF, and 6 meters.
Uh, 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Yeah, I have a diamond antenna as well on top of my roof in Ricara. It's a white because made for outdoor, and it's been there now for about several years, and it's still strong, and even the brackets haven't corroded one bit. Yeah, with that I can get to GoTo. I can also from here I can listen and talk to the repeater in GoTo. Its position is crucial, but yeah, great. I mean, it's great. I didn't know that from St. Paul's Bay it was so accessible, and that's because usually when around St. Paul's Bay with my car antenna, it's a bit of a difficult area. But obviously with that antenna on your roof, that's a different story. Back to the net, this is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot.
Yeah, with my handset, I can access only that repeater in a shard 1 9 Hotel 1 DMR. And that's the only repeater I can access with handset. Otherwise, I need a stronger device to access all the repeaters in Malta. Gozo, that one in Nashar, and Dina, and the BBS one. I don't remember where the BBS is located. Skura, I guess. So, not sure. All right, back to you.
Is a tone needed for the Gozo repeater or no tone?
According to my settings, no tone. Carrier, no tone. Just the minus 0.6 megahertz.
Oh, that makes life easier. Thank you very much. This is November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey with the 9H-HAM net. And Frederick, I hope you got some additional information there. Needless to say, if you have any other questions, if you either come back onto the net or go to the YouTube website, there's an email address to send an email to, and we'll try to answer as quickly as we can as well. This is November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey controlling the 9H-HAM global net. Are there any additional check-ins?
This is 9 Hotel 2 Yankee Mike. About the repeaters book, I'm using the application for Android mobile. The repeaters book is a very useful application giving you all the information about the repeaters around you. So if you install this, you can set up all the repeaters within 70 kilometers around you. And it's following your location, so if you move somewhere else, it will show you other repeaters available in your neighborhood. Over.
Yes, that's very good information. There's an app for Android called Repeater Book, and it is very good, and everybody seems to keep it updated as well. I use it here simply because this area where I live is quite rural, and the repeaters are far and few in between. In fact, if I want to stay connected via DMR or Echolink, I have to use my phone as a hotspot in order to get an internet connection, in order to connect software on my phone, or a hotspot for my DMR radio, so that I can keep communicating. But it works well. It's very common and popular over here, simply because it's a very rural area. The total population of Wyoming, the whole state, is a bit less than the population of the Maltese Islands. Our population is exactly, well, not exactly, but approximately around 502,000 people for the whole state. And I think Malta's population, or the Maltese Islands, is somewhere in the neighborhood of 520 or 530,000 people. So it kind of gives you an idea how rural we are, and that's just fine. It's just more quiet. November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey.
And 7APW, 9H-5FA. Jerry, you're keeping updated, huh? When I was young, Maltese population of Malta was about a third of a million. We used to say, wow, we're about 330,000. Now we've increased by 200,000 above that. So, yeah, soon we'll have to expand the perimeter of the island, I guess. And this is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot.
Well, yeah, clearly the only way is up, especially the coastal areas. There were, of course, I've been gone. I left, I emigrated from Malta in 1978. There were about 305,000 people and about 46,000 cars. So we could park. We could find parking space. Now, you know, I'm very curious. I see everybody building apartments and what have you, and condos and all that, and I don't see too many garages going up, and maybe that's a perception that is incorrect. But you would think that with the number of cars and the issue with parking and the fact that an island cannot grow and can only go upward, you would think that there would be more parking garages all over the place, especially in crowded areas. But I also know for a fact that it's more profitable to build apartments and rent them than it is to sell spaces in a parking lot. And so, but there's a need for both, I'm sure. November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey.
9 Hotel 2 Oscar Charlie, anyone on the frequency?
9 Hotel 2 Oscar Charlie with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Oh, Owen, welcome. For some reason there was a pulsating zone which actually took over the carrier, and we couldn't talk. And then Echolink just disconnected me. So not sure what's happening. Perhaps Echolink recognized some DTMF tones that the repeater was receiving, and there was a disconnect zone. But we're back online at the moment. 9 Hotel 2 Oscar Charlie, this is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Hotel 2 Oscar Charlie, 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Hello, Anthony. Hello, everyone who is there with you. Actually, yes, I was hearing this pulsating signal, which wasn't actually leaving me to transmit, in fact. Back to you, 9H-5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Uh, 9H Oscar Charlie with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. There still seems to be some sort of a background signal which crops up occasionally. Not sure where it's coming from. Whether it's intentional or accidental, I can't say. But it's a weak signal from my end, from my side at least. And with my handheld, just 5 watts, and the rubber ducky, I can still transmit, and it's going through Echolink. So it's going to the repeater. Back to the net, this is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
For 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey net control, or co-net control, or organizer of the 9H-HAM Global Net for this evening. I acknowledge 9H-2 Oscar Charlie. I also acknowledge G3TZM. Bill, let me pass it back to you and see if you can make a transmission. Good evening to you, and thank you for standing by and staying with us on the net. I hope everything goes okay in your part of the world. G3TZM with the net, November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey.
It is there as well.
Nine Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. I'm not sure if I'm coming through, but I suspect I am, because I'm seeing my signal voice, my voice signal on Echolink. so I must be coming in through RF. There is this background hum, and I'm not sure where it's coming from. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. I think we can still operate, though. I think we can still operate. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha, are you still there?
I need to Oscar Charlie. Yes, I am. I'm not sure if anyone else is still here. Can you copy? Can anyone on the net copy? This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. There is still a signal which seems to be holding up transmissions, but from my end, my radio seems to be overcoming it. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Can send one copy. Can send one copy.
Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha, I'm copying you from my side. 9 Hotel 2 Oscar Charlie. I am operating via RF.
Thank you, Owen. I'm operating by RF as well. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. I am receiving echo link messages from N78PW, Jerry, and he's saying that he can't overcome this background from his end. And G3TZM has also entered the chat convo on Echolink, so we seem to have a problem which we have no control of at the moment. Okay, let's pause for a minute, because this could be due to some interference which will stop. I'm going to ask Jerry if he can try connecting through DMR on the talk group. Back to the net. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
This is November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey with the 9H-HAM GlobalNet returning. Yes, the noise or interference or whatever it is has gone away, and luckily the repeaters did not time out, or Echolink did not time out either. So it's kind of curious. And I could hear everybody, whoever is operating on RF, going straight to the repeater will override that signal. But obviously whoever is going through Echolink, because because the Echolink shows that it's on transmission mode, cannot override that transmission at all unless it stops and the carrier drops. This is November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey, Net Control for this evening's session of the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. Let's give a short pause, maybe about 10 seconds this time, to allow all the repeater timers to reset. This is November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. Are there any other check-ins or anything else for the net? It seems like it would be best for us to conclude the net tonight and call it a night. And thanks everybody for participating. I'd like to invite everybody to come back in 2 weeks, hopefully in better conditions, for another edition of the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. And before I leave, I'll give a pause. Any other check-ins or anything else for the net? November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey.
From G3T to them, you copy me on DMR, Jerry?
Yes. Loud and clear, Bill.
Okay, yeah, thanks very much for that. But DMR keeps dropping in and out for some reason. I can't see why. But sometimes when you transmit, it drops off, and then a few seconds later, it comes back in again. And it's sort of in the middle of your over, and it's done the same with Anthony as well, sort of pretty much all evening. I'm using DMR through a hotspot here to try and make sure that I can actually get through, because there's something wrong with this. There's something wrong with the whole system somewhere along the line. I'm not sure. I can't do anything about it remotely, obviously, so it needs to be looked at locally. And there's also this annoying squelch tail on 9H1 UHF as well, which every time anyone drops carrier, it pops up and it stays on a delay and then finally goes off. G3Ts of them over.
GTCs at 9H5FA. Yeah, from my side, I can see that the feed is coming in on the analog repeater. But obviously, since both repeaters are connected to each other, it's going to be passed on to the DMR repeater too. Yeah, but every time it comes on, I can see the 9H1 UHF repeater being highlighted on my Echolink app. And this is 9 Hotel 5 Fox Hotel.
Yeah, okay, Anthony, from G3T to them. None of that transmission was came up on DMR at all. So you weren't connecting then for some reason. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. And that whole of that last over, you were not connected to DMR of it.
G3ZM, 9H failed. That's strange. From my end, it seems connected. And when in your last QSO, you came in through the MR, and I could hear you loud and clear. Can you copy me on DMR now? This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Over at all, Antonio.
GT3ZM, I lost the first 3 seconds of your last over. Could you repeat, please? This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Yeah, from G3TZM. On your last, on that previous over, I could hear you on Echo Link, on coming through on UHF, but there was absolutely nothing at all of you on DMR. I'm using my handheld into the hotspot on DMR, and I can hear it's coming through loud and clear on the UHF Echo Link over.
Okay. Thanks, Bill, for that. We'll have to do some troubleshooting this week. The strange thing is that I'm also monitoring DMR on RF. I've got a DMR radio on very low volume next to me, and I can hear myself on DMR on channel 2380. So, must be something with the routing of the DMR signals across different nodes. I guess I'll do some troubleshooting during the week and see what's happened. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Yeah, from G3TZM. There is a delay of about 3 seconds between you dropping carrier on UHF and the carrier dropping on DMR, which is not surprising with the internet connections. But you were on DMR that time. As I say, it's very patchy. Sometimes you're on, sometimes you're not when you're transmitting on UHF. So I can hear you on one or the other or both, but not all of them all the time. Very strange. I think it does need looking into. Probably having some tests done between the links and so on. Anyway, a little bit of news. My 80th birthday is coming up next month, and then a bit of luck, I'll be in Malta in May for about 4 weeks, and I will be bringing this radio with me to connect onto UHF and DMR, because it does both. It's a dual band Motorola. So there we are, and lots of things have been going on here. We've been extremely busy. We've had some building work done at the front of the house. We've had the decorator in. We've had the electricians in twice. We were without central heating and hot water for the last 4 days. Luckily, the electrical repair has sorted it all out today, and we're quite cosy now. So that's the situation here. And we've got a lot of work going on outside next week as well. So all sorts of things going on and extremely busy. G3TZM over.
G3ZM, this is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha. Bill, well, temperatures here are rising, but my wife has just flown over to the UK this morning. And she told me that when she landed, the temperature was about 4 degrees. That was around noon UK time. And this evening it's gone down. So, and she's in Watford. Yeah, I guess the temperatures are still pretty cold. Back to the net. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Yeah, from G3TZM. I've just got the airport weather from Birmingham Airport, and it's now 4 degrees here. And the horse racing at Cheltenham today, they had snow this morning. We've had hail this afternoon. We had rain. We've had a couple of rain showers and a hailstorm. But apart from that, it's just stayed very cold at about 4 degrees, and it's not likely to increase until probably the weekend or next week. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'll pass it back, and then you can throw it open to everybody else. But I thought I'd just chip in and let you know that there's definitely a problem there somewhere. The 9H-5FA G3T's memo.
G3TZM 9H-5FA. Yeah, and actually my wife sent me over a clip which she took with her mobile phone of the hailstorm, and she's in Watford. And so it was terribly rainy and hail over there as well. So, yeah. And by the way, congratulations on your upcoming 80th birthday. I should have said that before. Sorry, I forgot. And, yeah, I'm not sure if Jerry is still copying us. It seems that we're the only two who can communicate at the moment. And 7APW, do you copy? And 7APW, do you copy? 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
Yeah, I've been reading the mail all along, Anthony.
Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha, I'm still here as well, Anthony.
There you go. You have an audience that you didn't think you had. Okay, this is November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey for the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. And Bill, all the best next month and all along. And further and further and further and on. I'll have to catch you on Malta, perhaps on DMR while riding the bus. Or somewhere. I thought it was going to happen last time, but for some reason it didn't happen. But that's okay. There's always the next time. This is November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. Are there any other check-ins or any other comments for the net this evening? Okay, hearing none. Thank you, everybody, for checking in. We had a total of, do I have enough fingers? Yes, I do. 7 check-ins this evening. I'd like to thank 9H2 Yankee Mike and Sugar Alpha 6 Alpha Union for joining us this evening, and hope you'll join us again in 2 weeks, same place, same time, for another edition of the 9H-HAM GlobalNet. We've had a few technical challenges this evening, but we worked through them as best that we could, and we had a successful net. Giving a pause before I close the net, thank you, everybody. Have a good evening. November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey.
November 7 Alpha Papa Whiskey. This is 9H-5FA. Jerry, thanks a lot for what you are doing from your end across the Atlantic. And by the way, Jerry has taken over the YouTube video editing and making sure that the YouTube site is up and up to date. Thanks a lot, Jerry, for that. And he's also taken over some imaging and video clip generation, which is working on, and which are using us during the actual net. At the moment, we're actually streaming a draft version of a new clip, which is preparing. Thanks a lot, Jerry, and thanks for your help. This is 9 Hotel 5 Foxtrot Alpha.
You're very welcome. I enjoy doing it and hope to do more as we go along. And also, if you need some help in getting reports from testing, let me know, and I'll try to be as available as I can. I will not be in town on Wednesday of this coming week. I have to run up to Billings, Montana. Well, ride up is the right verb, but I should be available other than that day for anything that you need help with. Okay, the net is now closed. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good evening. November 7, Alpha Papa Whiskey.